addictions or trying to quit bad habits? Addictions, big or small, interrupt your lifestyle and prevent you from achieving your goals. Like addiction to social media or towards playing some video games, you know what video games I'm talking about, or smoking, or drinking alcohol, or silly things like biting your nails and you're wondering what to do about it. Addictions not only jeopardize your health, both physically and mentally, they also waste your energy and time. Irony is that all of us know about this, but we find it very difficult to overcome this. In this video, we will talk about 14 simple steps that one can follow and get rid of addictions or bad habits. The process of breaking or quitting any habit is similar regardless of any particular habit. So, let's get started then. The first step is commit to a goal. Although it may seem obvious, it is important to know that the first step is implementing a true desire and committing to changing your life. Many people embark on the path of breaking a habit without being certain that they really want to change. Breaking habits is a difficult task, so if you aren't fully committed to it, you are likely to fail. Next aspect is understand your habit. Most habitual behavior is patterns that have evolved because they have been rewarded in some way. The brain processes a reward from this behavior in the form of neurochemicals. That's what make people take up that addiction. So one has to understand what is the reward they get from their respective addictions. The next aspect is understand the context of the habit. Many habits are found because of various situations like stress or boredom or show off. For example, for many people, smoking provides relief from stress. To avoid boredom, people resort to social media and games. So, whenever you feel the urge to perform your habitual behavior, make a note of the situation that is triggering you to take this action. Often, habits have become so ingrained that we don't even notice why we do them. Developing that awareness will help you pinpoint what is going on to prompt your habit. When you make a note, jot down what was going on at that time. For example, if you are a nail biter, note whenever you feel the impulse to bite your nails, or you are dealing with social media addiction, what triggers you to access your account. Take a few notes about how you are feeling, what has been going on during that day, where are you, and what are you thinking. Next aspect is make a plan. Once you understand what rewards your brain is looking for and what situations it is triggering you in, look for healthier means of achieving the same rewards that the bad habit provided. Studies show that having a clear, specific plan greatly increases your chances of success in breaking habits. It helps break down unwanted behaviors and also helps create new patterns of action. Do not make a plan that will deem a failure as a result of a single slip up. Most people give in to the temptation of old habits at some point while trying to break them. If you accept this in advance, you will be less likely to let negative thinking defeat the whole enterprise of breaking the habit. You should include in your plan mechanisms for keeping yourself accountable in the form of rewards for successes and feedback from others who support your goal of breaking the habits. You are more likely to succeed in your goal if you share it with others. Next aspect is visualize success. In your mind, repeatedly practice breaking the habit by imagining scenarios in which you engage in desired behaviors rather than the bad habit. Examine a situation in which you would be tempted to get engaged in the undesired behavior and choose a better option. This helps reinforce positive behavior patterns. For example, if your goal is to eat less junk food, imagining yourself in your kitchen preparing a healthy meal and sitting down to eat it. Some people find it helpful to write down scripts of their desired behavior and read them every day. Next aspect is practice mindfulness. Increasing your mindfulness in daily life can help you become aware of your actions rather than functioning on autopilot. Mindfulness focuses on being aware of what you are experiencing at the moment and without avoidance of judgment. With practice and determination, mindfulness can become a healthy habit that can counteract the bad habits you want to avoid. Mindfulness trains your brain to respond to situations differently. It can actually reprogram the way you respond to situations and stressors. It can help give you time before you react to something and decrease your tendency toward automatic thoughts, which arises in response to a situation. Next aspect is change your environment. Research suggests that sometimes our environment triggers us to perform a certain behavior. Even if you are actively trying to stop, breaking a habit then is particularly a matter of reducing situational triggers until you can develop a unique way of dealing with them. Novel situations promote more use of the parts of your brain that are geared toward consciously making decisions rather than slipping into automatic behavior patterns. A good way to avoid bad habits is to find a way to change your scenery and see if your bad habit becomes less tempting. For instance, if you like to smoke out on your patio, remove the chair you sit in and replace it with a plant. If you tend to overeat at the same location at the dining room table, move it to a different seat or rearrange your furniture such that you are facing a different direction than usual when you eat. Subtle changes to the environment can make a habit less wrought and force your mind to reassess what's happening. Healthier habits that you can then transplant into your normal life when you return create barriers to the habit. If you can create barriers that make the habit more difficult or unpleasant to engage in, then some other course of action. This can help you break the routines that have reinforced this habit in the past. Here are a few suggestions. Tell supportive people about your plan to break your habit and invite them to call you out on your slip ups. This will create consciousness for succumbing to temptation. Or even better, find someone who else wants to break the same habits as you and quit together. Keeping each other accountable. For example, if you are trying to stop smoking, keep your cigarettes in another room. If you are trying to stop logging onto Facebook during your working hours, disconnect the internet or use one of the available apps that block access to sites like this. Even though these obstacles can be easily overcome, they are sometimes enough to break up the behavior pattern that leads to unwanted behavior. Next aspect is start small. Few habits such as procrastination can be difficult to change because the solution seems so daunting. Try splitting up your goals into small, achievable steps. You will get the reward of seeing success sooner, and your brain is less likely to resist your ultimate goals as too big to achieve. If you are smoking 10 cigarettes a day, then it will be difficult to make it zero right from the first day. Rather, if that can be reduced in small portions, it will be better. Once you start finding success in small steps, increase them to meet your ultimate goal. Next aspect is changing your identity. Most of the behaviors that we have are based on the beliefs that we have created about ourselves. For example, if you wake up late, then you believe that you are a late riser. If you do not like to study in the morning, you might believe that you can study only in the night. So, changing your beliefs and identity will give you lasting results in changing your undesired habits. So, for changing the beliefs and identity, instead of saying I'll stop consuming junk food, say I am a healthy person and I only consume that is healthy. Or instead of saying I am trying to stop smoking, you can say I am not a smoker. Next aspect is reward your successes. Because habits are created when a behavior is rewarded in some way, a great way to create new habit is to reward yourself for good behavior. The most successful reward will be one that comes immediately after the desired behavior and which is something you genuinely want or enjoy. For example, if you are trying to break the habit of being late to office. You could reward yourself with a cup of coffee each day you arrive on time until the reward is no longer required. Next aspect is find a placeholder. Try to replace your habit with something new and positive in your life. The key is to have a plan for an alternate action to take when tempted to engage in a bad habit. For instance, if you're trying to stop smoking, eat a sucker, do breathing exercises, or walk around the block when you would usually light up. Filling the void left by your old habit with other activities will help you overcome backsliding. Try to make sure the alternate action isn't boring or unappealing. If you can make your new habit something you actually want to do, something you enjoy, or something that results in some obvious positive outcome, it will be easy to make the switch. Next aspect is be patient. Behavioral conditioning is a long process and breaking a habit takes time. So you have to stick with it. Be patient and kind to yourself. Conventional wisdom and self-help books have suggested that it takes 28 days to break a habit. The reality is more complicated, as recent studies have suggested that how long the process takes depends on both the individual and the habit and can range from as few as 16 days or as many as 265 days. Even though this process varies between individuals, it is probably safe to say that the first few days will be difficult. Some neuroscientists suggest that people go through a withdrawal period during the first 2 weeks as our nervous system struggle to deal with a change in the chemicals triggering the reward centers of our brains. Next aspect is stay kind to yourself. Telling yourself that you can't do something is a bad cognitive habit that will reinforce your belief that you can't. Remember, being harsh on yourself for having a hard time or lapsing isn't helpful to you, and it can make bad habits worse. If you notice that you are criticizing yourselves, remember that things that seem contradictory can coexist. For example, imagine that you want to break the habit of eating junk food, but you gave in and had a bag of chips with lunch. It could be easy to beat yourself up for this. However, being kind to yourself acknowledges your lapse and recognizes that this isn't a failure. You don't have to continue giving in because you gave in once. Try adding the word and to your statements and creating positive plans for the next time you face a challenge. For example, I had a lots of chocolate. I am upset with myself for that, and I can help myself by packing snacks to take to work so that the vending machines don't tempt me. These are the steps that you can follow to overcome your undesirable habits or addictions.